Welcome back to Dolor Factor Live. Now, if you have any questions, you know what to do. You can send me the questions here and I'll read them out. And I have quite a few. Now, before I do, I want to ask you, can you relate to anything that you've heard tonight? Have you learned something about Mario or the automotive industry that you didn't know before or assumed that you know the answer? Now, here's someone actually asking something about Mario's car. How fast does your M5 do? Is it 0 to 60?
4.1 seconds. And just as a matter of interest, 9.2 to 100.
I'm sick. Oh my! How can you enjoy? I mean, doesn't it frustrate you that you have to do this sometimes?
Actually, when I'm in Castries, but when I go to Viewport, I
yeah.
have a ball.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Oh my God, the heights
Any
of
excuse
that.
not to drive to Viewport, I'm there.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Okay. All right. Someone else is asking. I need a practical Suzuki. I have a family of 3. Which Suzuki should I consider?
A practical Suzuki, do you need an SUV or do you need a car? If you need a car, and not a big car, well, actually it doesn't really matter. The Swift is a very spacious little car. It is very fuel efficient. It can park in nearly anywhere. So that could work. The SX4 is slightly bigger, and that also fits the build. If you need it in 4-wheel drive, the SX4 also comes in 4-wheel drive. So you can decide, well, if I need a kind of an SUV, quasi SUV, you can get the 4-wheel drive SX4. So we have several options in the Suzuki range which would be perfect. Okay,
and I think perhaps the best thing to do is to actually pop into Prestige, because everybody's case is different, really.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think that's we thank you for the question, but perhaps you should actually pop into the showroom and ask somebody there, and you'll get the top service there. Okay, now earlier on we were talking about arrogance. It's coming back again. So it seems that people are like they're coming back again, you know, about the arrogance and so on and so forth. And someone's asking, more or less the same thing that I asked earlier regarding, have you always been as confident as you appear to be now? And they're also asking, can people confuse confidence with arrogance? Which is a very good question.
Yeah. Well, actually, what it was, right? People confuse shyness with arrogance.
You were shy?
I tell you what.
You were shy, Mario?
Yes, I tell you what, right? Up until 2 years ago, my wife dispatched me. Right?
I can just see her.
To,
I can just see her.
To a Dale Carnegie course, because it was a running joke in the office. Mario would not do an interview. Mario would not go on TV. He would not do anything. When I was talking to Cara today, and she said, "You going on TV tonight?" I said, "Yes." She said, "You feeling okay?" I said, "I'm perfectly fine." And she was like, you know, anytime a camera appeared in the office, I would go into the workshop. So I was out of it. I didn't want to see the press or anything. And I did this Dale Carnegie course. And I realized it was ridiculous. I'd been very childish. And perhaps that could have attributed to somebody's perception.
Okay.
I'm just a shy person. I'm an only child. Remember that. So I'm accustomed of amusing myself. So I'm quite happy to be on my side and doing whatever I do and not have to talk to anybody. I mean, I get on airplanes. Up until recently, I would go on an airplane and go halfway around the world, and the person sitting next to me, I would not say a word. I put on my headphones and that's it. But I'm getting better. I'm getting more social.
Okay. Now, I have to ask you this, because I kind of know a bit of the answer, but I want to share it with the viewers. Now, you know, there's this thing about men and their cars and how much they love their cars, and they don't like sometimes people to move their seat and so on and so forth. You work with your wife. You both have lovely cars. I'm not saying that I don't see you together, but I see you go into the office and then Nanette comes, you know, you're going to the same place. Why can't you just use the one car?
I need a peace. I need my peace. That 30 minutes of driving in my car, listening to my music, whatever kind of music, as loud as I want, that is my peace for the day. I get 30 minutes and that's my peace of mind. And is no offense to anybody. We do this all the time. It's a joke. If Nanette and I happen to be in the car together, she'll just not say a word for the 30 minutes because that is my time.
Or is it because she doesn't like your choice of music?
Well, you see, that's exactly, I try to avoid that so you get your own car. But it doesn't really matter. My thing is, that is your time for yourself. I mean, the rest of the day is always go, go, go. And just driving to the office is my peace of mind.
Okay.
So that's generally why I like that. But the question about men and cars,
Yes.
there's another aspect of it.
Let me
The
hear
cars don't give any back chat. So the car will do whatever the man says to
No,
do.
you shouldn't say that because you just said that Annette is the one who was responsible for you going on the date.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different. That's different. But I'm talking about
You wait
back
till you
chat on
get
a daily
home.
basis. That's back chat on a daily basis.
Oh, don't worry, he can say all that, and men can say all that about their cars, but when it comes to the women, they can't live without us. So just take that with a pinch of salt, what he's saying there. But, what's new for Prestige? Because I can see time is just running with us. What's new? I know you showed some of the vehicles that are coming in. When are they coming in?
Well, we have some vehicles arriving end of the week, but the latest and the greatest, the very best, we just received the new BMW Active 5 Hybrid, and this is amazing. You think about it, right? Some manufacturers manufacture a hybrid car. But let's face it, you can run faster than a hybrid car. No, BMW is not that way. That's why BMW is called efficient dynamics, dynamic mobility. They have come up with a hybrid car that performs almost like an M5, but gives you 41 miles a gallon. And this car, you driving down the highway at 50 miles an hour, the engine is off. You're just sailing. And you drive off from a parking lot in dead silence. And the engine comes in and out to recharge the battery system. You wouldn't even know, you wouldn't even feel it.
Can we come when you have it? Can we actually
Absolutely.
bring our show to you?
Sure.
So we can,
we have
do
another
that.
one arriving at the end of the month.
Okay.
And we will do it then. But the first one that arrived actually is going to be delivered tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes, it's being delivered tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. I'd love to.
It's amazing. And it's gorgeous also.
I'm going to come.
And
Next week you're going to see me.
That's the latest that's the latest and the greatest.
Oh, wow. You know what? My head is already thinking, before we come to you, I need to try and figure out something that I can get some of the viewers down there to look at this car and to, I don't know what it is about me and cars, especially, the high performance. I mean, BMW is just, but I have to say, in driving Suzukis, I find them really lovely, really practical, really, to me, when you're driving them, you feel safe. It's sturdy, it's practical, it's economical. I find that, maintenance and so on.
It's very low.
It's very low.
I'll tell you something, the true test of a reliable car. When you see all the car rental companies buying a particular brand, it tells you how good the car is.
That's very true,
And every single car rental company on this island swears by a Suzuki.
No, that's very, very true. But, we talk about buying, but you do other things apart from selling vehicles.
Clearly. We have our in-house finance company. Our associate company is Simpson Finance. And we also have another associate company, Prestige Insurance Agencies Limited, is the agent for Nagico Insurance. So, quite frankly, I mean, you can come into our company and you can get your finance, your insurance, and everything done right there. You don't need to go anywhere else. No need to go find your lawyer for bill of sale or anything. We can have everything done in-house. And I'll tell you what, you can get a car within 24 hours.
No.
If you make a decision that you want to get this car, you can get it in 24 hours.
That's how quickly you work?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. But you also have other things in terms of you have, of course, you sell parts, and you also sell accessories.
That's right.
And I sometimes when I go in there, I think, wow, I could just wear a cap, or I can just. So I'm saying all this because sometimes we're stuck. We don't know what to buy, for gifts and so on. So if you know anyone who has a Suzuki or has a BMW, you're thinking, I don't know what I can buy them. You can go to Prestige and see what they have available there.
Lifestyle
You can do that, yes. And also the gold detailing that you do.
That's right.
It's for any vehicle. You have other things.
It's for any vehicle. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle. You can come in. We do. There's 3 levels of detailing. There's a bronze, a gold, and a silver and a gold. So any one of them, and you can just choose. It's a menu thing. You can see what it does, and then you can come in and make a decision.
Wow. See, all these kind of things, I'm sure when you were driving past, you didn't know that this
Yes.
was actually happening at Prestige, you know. And as I said to you earlier, don't just drive past, you know, just
Yes.
come in, talk, you know, there's friendly staff there. I know I've been there many times, very professional. They know what they're talking about. And so make sure you know, go down there at some point, okay? Now, when we come back, we're going to choose tonight's winners. So make sure you stay right here with DBS. We'll be back shortly.